The Queen Cleopatra nonsense from Netflix continues to get worse as virtually everyone, this is about as near unified as I've seen anything. As much as nearly everyone loved something like Top Gun Maverick, they all also universally hate something like Queen Cleopatra on Netflix for a variety of different reasons. As you can see, the critics hate it too. 10% from the critics. Is it being review bombed by racist critics? Maybe that'll be the next thing. But it's so bad that, as you can see from Zero Hedge, Netflix race swap Cleopatra show receives lowest rating in Rotten Tomatoes history for anything. Elon Musk even gets in on it. Rightly so. You got some African representation in the house with Elon Musk joining in on the dog pile. And like things, it really is bad because even when you look at what they tried to say, Adele James, the actress, has been kind of silent on it since it got released, since she was out there and she was saying, "You beautiful souls, you've made us #4 in the United States. Thank you so much." And she even was retweeting some of her her co-stars and things like, "Maybe we can hit #1 with your help." Well, here we are 4 days later, and Queen Cleopatra is at #10 and about to slide out. So it's not even staying in the top 10. Like a lot of this shit for Netflix, when they come out with new stuff, it stays in the top 10 for weeks and weeks and weeks. This isn't even going to make it a full week. And this is absolutely pathetic. And of course, some people in the media are doing exactly what you would expect. Queen Cleopatra audience score getting review bombed on Rotten Tomatoes isn't funny. It's racist. That's what you're going to say about the critic score. Is the critic score the 10% of the critics that actually like this so far? Are they just, is it motivated from racism? Were they right in saying it was a bad show? It's predictable. We knew it was going to happen, but I don't think the media is going to be able to spin this as well as they could some of these other things out there because the dislike is so overwhelming. Like how do you say that 99 or 98% of people it's just racism? It's not going to come off as very authentic.
What I've noticed, man, is like think about how this stuff was playing just a couple of years ago with the media and how they were weaponizing, oh, this is racist, this is sexist, you guys are bigots. It doesn't land anymore. Those arguments, they are so watered down now that almost no one takes those seriously anymore. I feel like they were taken a lot more seriously a few years ago. And now, considering the media has accused every single person of being a racist or a sexist with having opinions on movies, when people are simply just calling out identity politics, I feel like those arguments have become so stale and so pathetic that they have no one on their side anymore. And that's a testament to how many people have really just realized how bad this is. Even the normies have seen how bad the identity politics stuff is. And so the momentum is 100% moved over to the correct side of this argument, which is Hollywood and the media and this identity politics focused stuff is destroying everything. And everybody has finally woken up to it, woke up to it. And I think it's great because I feel it in a different way than I did years ago. Years ago, if you called this stuff out, it just felt like the manipulation from the media was really, they had a lot of kind of stake in it. They had a lot of people that were pushing that nonsense. Now it just feels like it's all falling on deaf ears.
It feels like more people just point and laugh. And it is the boy who cried wolf in some respects.
Yes.
When all of a sudden you start calling everything racist, transphobic, homophobic, when that is the excuse, that's the go-to excuse, and all of a sudden you're pointing the finger and basically saying, if you are someone that dislikes something that might happen to have a gay person, that you're homophobic. Like when you get to that level, which is how people are acting, if you make fun of someone who happens to be black, then you're a racist. You can't say anything bad about a black person. When this is the level we're getting to from some of these woke lunatics, yeah, everyone's going to reject that because it is nonsensical. And that's the point we're getting to because they've pushed it so far and people are sick of it.
I mean, they've overstepped so much on this point to where now it's just, I feel like we're not in the end game of this. It's not over, but it does feel like the momentum has completely shifted. And so any clowns out there that are trying to defend this, you are You are literally on the Titanic right now watching it sink. Go ahead and fight for identity politics and the racism. And everybody who's criticizing this just must hate black people and women. Go ahead and continue those talking points. You are on the losing side of this argument. And that is obvious to anybody with a working brain and the slightest bit of common sense. And this is a classic example of that. Whether it's Solo losing money, whether it's Lightyear losing money, whether it's Ghostbusters 2016 losing money. Ghostbusters 2016 was so bad that it ruined Ghostbusters Afterlife box office, which Afterlife was fine. It wasn't great or anything. It was okay, but it made less money than Ghostbusters 2016, I think, right? Am I correct on that? Didn't Afterlife make less than 2016?
It did. And a lot of people want to point to it and look, but no, it made less, significantly less.
Well, I think that's just more about 2016 than it is the movie itself, because it destroyed it for so many people. But yeah, so again, continue to lick the boot of the corporations, social justice freaks out there, but you are fighting a losing battle, and it's obvious at this point in time.